back to my channel, Folks Hub. So, like in the last video, we already saw how to use applab, how to create an account in code.org, and how to get started by creating an app. So, we saw that to create any app, we need four steps. First, we have to find out what is the purpose of our app, sorry, and then we also saw the second step is design the app, then coding the app, and then we have to test it. So we know how to create an app now, but today I'm just going to discuss about designing your app and how actually you can customize your app. So let's see how to design and how to actually customize your components, and I will also describe what each component or what each design component can actually do. So let's get started with the video. So this is the simulator which we saw in the last video also, where we can actually design and test our applications. So on the whole, today we're only discussing about design. So the design tab, I will be explaining everything to you where you will understand all these components, how to work upon these components and how to customize them. We'll discuss about these properties for each component too. So let's start with the button component first, because as we all know, in every app we have so many buttons, and buttons are like heart of our apps. Without the buttons, nothing is clickable. And of course, there are other components which are clickable, but yes, button is one of the most important components of the design of any app. So let's see how this button works. We have a button here. All these design components here are drag and drop components. We already know this, and we saw this yesterday. And we know how to design this button like in the last video. If you have not watched the last video, please do watch that and then come back to this video so that you can understand this better. So this is the button. We can customize this button using this properties section over here. So in the properties section, we have ID. ID is nothing but it's like a unique name given to your button. Something which is unique, like which you can actually use this in coding, right? So I gave ID as button one, and this is the default ID which will be given to all your design components. So if it's a button, it will be given as button one. If it's text input, then it is given as text input one. If it is a label, then label one, and so on. So then we have text. Text, you can actually write any text according to the need. So I want to name it as click me. So this looks appealing for anyone to click upon it, right? So click me or anything else if you want to update, like tap me, touch me, push me, etc. So you can change the width of your button, height of your button, position of your button using X and Y positions. We will be discussing about X and Y positions in detail in our next videos also. And then we have text color, background color, to change the text color of your button, to change the background color of the button. And then we have font family. We have 13 options over here in the font family. You can choose any to just change the font. Then we can increase or decrease the font size using this increment option here. And then we have text alignment. If you want your text to be in the center, you can actually place it in the center or left or right, and you can justify the content. Then you can also give any image. You can choose any image from your computer, or you can actually put the link of the image over your image URL, or you can use any of these icons as the, let's use this play icon. If I remove the text, this will be my button here. So this is like a play button, like the icon says, right? So you can change the icon color too. So let's just give it a green color. Yes. Okay, so you can give any color. And then we have border width, border color, and border radius. So border width is the width of the button's border. Okay, and border color, you can change any color. We have the custom color palette here. You can choose any of these colors from the palette. Then we have border radius. Border radius is again the edges, the curvy edges are given by border radius. So if I write it as 10, You can see the curves on the edges are smaller than before, right? So if you are increasing this, definitely the curves on the edges are increasing. Okay, so this is all about a button and how to customize your button. Similarly, let's see the text input. Button is nothing but a clickable component. Unlike this, text input is something where you will be taking the input from your user. Something like whenever you're filling any form, you will be giving your name, address, then like while logging into Code Studio, you are giving your mail ID and password, right? So that means you're taking some input from your user. So all those inputs are taken using this text input box. So ID is text input 1. Like I told you, this is the default ID. If you want, you can change this. Then placeholder is something like a hint given to the user. So I want to give enter your age. Anything, something like this. This is just an example, but it need not be the same always. According to the need, we can change this. Same way, we have width, height, X position and Y position. Same text color, background color, font family, font size, text alignment, and the border properties. So it's just same like the button. We have extra property which is placeholder. So this is about the text input, and we have another important component which is label. A label is something, it is like a component, it is a design component which can actually display text on it. So we have the same ID here, text. You can write anything you want. First app, you can increase or decrease the width from here, and you can increase height, positions, text color, background color, font size. So as you can see, as I'm increasing my font size, accordingly the width and height are actually getting adjusted, right? This only happens if you're not doing it on top. If you're actually manually editing it like this, then this doesn't happen. Okay. Then we have text alignment, border width, border properties, etc. So these are the three design components we have, which are very important in any of the apps being created. So without a text input or a button or a label, mostly there are no apps. Right? Okay, so in the next video we will be discussing about all the other components here, right? So bye bye and take care. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, Folks Hub. Bye bye, guys.